I'm going to tell you two stories right now that might not only save your life, but your family's as well. And I'm tired of seeing this fucking shit on the news every day, the stupidity and ignorance of people. This is fucking crazy. Like, people are losing their lives every single day over some bullshit. So me and my wife, we got the kids in the back. I forgot where we're going. We're driving down the street, but I got to get some gas. So I'm getting ready to pull into the gas station. And right when I'm pulling into the gas station, this dude in a Honda just swoops right in front of me, right? And jumps and takes my pump. I don't know if he's seen me. I don't know if he's being a dick. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he took my pump. And my wife looks at me. She's like, man, are you going to let that dude just swoop up in front of you and take your gas pump? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Are you not fucking thinking? So listen. I could get out and I could say, hey, motherfucker, why'd you take my gas pump? You're a bitch. I can call him whatever I want. And then he could reach in his car, pull out a strap, shoot me, or maybe fire at my car, hit my wife or my kids. Or I can suck it up, wait the extra 10 minutes it's going to take because it's not hurting me any, let him get his gas and go on about his way, because I nor anybody else knows what that person in that Honda is going through that day, or what he's got, or what he's capable of. And that's the fucking problem. Everybody's got road rage, and people are dying every day because of it. Children are getting shot in the car because their fucking parents can't hold their temper in. They can't keep their temper. They want to cry and pout like little babies. Look, if you're driving down the road, you got your kids in the car, or even if you're by yourself, use common fucking sense. And somebody cuts you off, but you don't get in a car accident. It doesn't hurt you any. You're going to chase this fucking dude down with your kids in the car and start talking shit to him so he could pull out a gun and fire into your vehicle, maybe hit you, your wife, or your fucking kids? I mean, is that fucking thinking logically? Because people nowadays have lost their fucking mind, and they lose their mind for the smallest, stupidest, pettiest shit. Look, he cut you off. Yeah, that was fucked up, and maybe he needs to learn how to drive a little bit better. But you don't know what that dude's going through or what he's capable of, like I just said. So leave it alone. You didn't get in a car accident. Okay, you're fine, you're safe, your family's safe, it's over with, let him go. Don't chase him fucking down talking shit. You know, I just saw a video here a couple days ago that where a guy he goes up to the car with a gun in his hand over a road rage incident and ends up getting smoked. Because he had his gun in his hand over a fucking stupid road rage incident. People are jumping out of their cars, hitting other people's cars, shooting, going up to people's windows, shooting over road rage. Children are getting caught in the crossfire. All because something that didn't hurt you whatsoever and that just pissed you off a little bit, you want to chase them down and start shit. Look, man, I have plenty of experience with people, both good and bad. And I could tell you one thing. When you're coming up to a complete stranger, you have no clue where that person's at mentally at the time or any time, because you don't know them. You don't know them. It's a stranger. You don't know if they got guns. You don't know if they're running drugs. You don't know anything. So why would you put yourself and your family and your kids at risk to make yourself, I don't know, because you can't hold your temper? Or some people do it, the road rage incident, because their woman's sitting next to them like, you going to let him do that? I have experience with that. It doesn't say Reebok on my fucking forehead anymore. I ain't going to let anybody pump me up. My wife, anyone else, a friend, no one's pumping me up. You got me fucked up. Look, it's happened to me before. And I took that bait when I was younger. I was 21 years old. I was walking down the street with my girl at the time, and she was a little thuggish, a little gangster. You know what I mean? And she was from a neighborhood in this area. I was from a different neighborhood. And these cats, I don't have a strap. I don't have anything. You know what I mean? And these cats drive by, they throw up their fucking neighborhood. And in my mind, because a smart individual, I'm like, fuck, these fools are strapped. So I'm just going to fucking keep my head down, keep walking forward. You could call me a ranker. You can call me whatever you want, but I knew better. I knew that these dudes were strapped. But this fucking girl, she's like, you gonna let him fucking, because her neighborhood, these were her enemies, not mine. But she's like, are you gonna let these fools just throw their shit up at the time? You're a fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, fucking bitch, really? So I fucking throw my hands up at these guys like this. They fucking slam on the brakes, turn around, and sure enough, I knew from the gate they jump out with a fucking gun. Now, mind you, they were stupid little youngsters, so I'm still here today to tell the fucking story. But if they weren't, I would have got smoked. This dude jumps up, runs up to me with like a Ruger 22. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it had a long ass barrel, like an old Ruger type 22. And he puts it like, gets real close to me to where I can grab the barrel and go like that. He fires off a round, and then I pop out pop out the rest of the bullets. And then we start getting down. He jumps in his car and he fucking takes off. But I knew that was going to happen. I already knew these dudes were strapped, and I let this girl pump me up. Never again. I'm not stupid like that. Now, I have since aged and grown up from that, point in my life to where I'm an adult, and I think before I do anything, because all actions have consequences. So if you think you're trying to show off for some girl or somebody else to make yourself look tough because of a road rage incident, and you want to go, try to test somebody and not knowing what this person has, you might end up dead, or anyone in your car or your kids will end up caught in the crossfire. Happens every day on freeways all across the fucking country, and nobody gets it. Nobody gets it, Oh, fucking, he cut me off, but you didn't crash. He didn't hit your car. He went on about his way. Why are you going to chase him down? He stole my gas pump. Why are you going to let you sitting there for 10 more minutes, like, ruin your life, possibly put everybody's life in danger? Stop already, dude. Like, fucking stop. Like, these fucking guys, they have guns, and right now, the way the world is and the way people are acting, they've lost their fucking mind. So it's probably smart for you to just leave it alone. If it doesn't hurt you, it didn't kill you, leave it alone. Don't put yourself or anyone else in jeopardy, and definitely don't let someone, pump you up. You don't have to prove yourself to fucking anybody, because the people that don't have to prove themselves to anybody are the people who are survive and wake up the next day and are with their family the next day and aren't going to a funeral because they wanted to act a fucking fool and their kids in the back got shot. Now let me tell you another story. So, and this isn't my story because this wasn't me, but there was a dude, and you know what? I'm not saying anything about what this man. I feel fucking horrible for his loss, but there was a dude in Texas. He goes to the ATM to get some money out, right? So he goes to the ATM to get the money out, goes to the machine, takes the money, goes back to his car. Dude comes up and robs him. He pulls out a gun. He takes the guy's money. And then the guy didn't shoot him or anything like that. He took the guy's money and beelined it and started to take off. That's that. He had his kid in the car. He had his little girl in the car. When you have your little girl in the car, you need to be thinking. You need to be thinking logically, because it's your responsibility as a fucking parent to take care of your children and anyone that's with you. And this guy goes in there. When the guy took off with his money, it was already over and done. He lost like $40. He goes into his car, grabs his weapon because he had a gun, and started firing on the guy that just robbed him. Well, the guy that just robbed him turned around and fired back, striking his daughter in the back seat and killing her. He has to live with that for the rest of his fucking life. He has to live with that for the rest of his fucking life. And I feel bad for the dude, but I know that those aren't actions that I would have took, because dude had robbed me. I lost $40. It's over. I have my fucking kid with me. So I need to be protecting my kid and just get out of there before it gets any worse. I'm not going to go try to play fucking hero of the day, take out my gun and start blasting on this guy when he's already gone. So I'm not, I understand that if you have a firearm and you have to protect yourself in a certain situation, that's what you need to do. You need to protect yourself. But at this point, the robbery had already taken place and the guy was already leaving. Why are you going to go back to your car, grab your gun and fire back when you got your kid in the fucking back seat? Like, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to do? Your responsibility as a parent to take care of your child, and now she's gone. And you, this individual, has to live with that for the rest of his life. And I know he feels. I know he's feeling it. I know he knows that he made a mistake. So don't make the same mistake as he did. Okay? You got to pick and choose your battles, okay? But you should only be doing these battles. It's not about pride. It's not about pride or thinking you're better than someone else or trying to show off that you're better than somebody else, because a lot of people do that. They have this ego and they have to stroke their ego. Well, that ego will get you killed. That ego will get you fucked up, because there's always somebody better. And like I said, you don't know what's going on in the next man's head. So next time someone cuts you off in traffic, leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone. Don't get all pissed off. Go home to your family that night. Next time someone cuts you off at the gas pump, leave it alone. 10 minutes gone, big deal, but you're still, go home to your family that night, okay? You have to pick and choose your battles, and you have to think wisely. Otherwise, you're going to become a victim. You're going to become a statistic, and I'm going to be seeing you on the fucking news. And you don't want that. So think about it, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. And I hope what I had to say here really sinks in, because you ain't got to show off for nobody. Your job, if you have a family, especially, is to protect your family. And running up on somebody, chasing them down over a road rage situation on something that didn't harm you in any way, that's not protecting your family. I'm Casper. This is the American Youth Show. Fucking think about it. Think before you act.